Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show how I made this Warhammer 40k Ork power plant terrain. This is the first time I've made something scratch built and I thoroughly enjoyed the process. So the first thing I did is to go through my bit box. So I'm kind of new to this, I've only just started collecting stuff, but I'm now hoarding everything and not throwing anything away. So I've got a rough idea in my head of the kind of thing I want to do, but then it's a case of seeing what bits I've got and seeing what I can accomplish. So I'm using a hot glue gun to secure everything together. This is mainly because it's the quickest thing to use and it's relatively cheap. I don't mind bits of glue being seen in the final result, as it kind of looks like weld marks between two pieces of metal. So the fun bit about scratch building rather than having a dedicated design is you kind of have to make it up as you go along with the bits you've got. And I think this is what I'm enjoying most about this kind of build. So I've been watching a lot of scratch builders videos, and the one kind of thing I've noticed is to not really think too hard about it, just have fun, put things together, see if they work, great, if they don't, take them apart and try something else. So this is the other advantage of using the glue gun. It's quick and easy to use, dries almost instantly, but if you did place something somewhere you didn't want it, it's also easier to pull it off. So I'm also starting to keep a lot of plastic bottles, as these kind of have two purposes. One, use them just as they are as a bottle, and two, cutting them up and using the bits of plastic to make other things with. In this case I'm making some panels for one of these cylinders. So I've got lots of these stirrers, which are great to use for planks. As well as using on this cylinder to kind of show where two pieces of metal are being joined together. And then I can use these little diamonds to represent the rivets that would join these two pieces of metal together. And obviously the great thing is once this is all painted, you can make it look like metal, wood, or whatever you want really. And then I'm just using some grout to fill in around the back of this door. Again, this is another inexpensive material, which is great to use for all kinds of things really. So I've also been watching lots of videos on Ork Terrain. And one of the main things I see every time is they all have an orc skull somewhere on them. So step 3 is to make an orc skull. So I've printed out this one just to use as a template. And I'm going to build up the rough shape with these wooden stirrers. And then once that's done, I'll cut up more stirrers to put on top, just to make the teeth and the horns and the eyes. And once that's done, that can be glued on with the aid of a Lego brick. And every orc building also needs to have these pointy metal sections. And there we go, I'm pretty pleased with how that's turned out. So this is the stage now where I could keep adding bits and bits and bits, but I don't want to go too far on it, so I think I'm going to leave it where it is. And now we can go on to step 4 where I put the primer and the base colours on. So I'm only going to use a few colours on this, so as not to distract it too much. And one of the main ones is going to be this copper colour. And this light brown for most of the wooden panels. And then just a few bits of silver just to break it up a little bit. And then to step 5, add in some washes and a bit of dry brushing. So I'm going to take some of the black wash off just by dabbing it with this tissue. Just so it's not too heavy, but it stays in all the nooks and crannies. So I've had to change a plan on a few bits, and I'm just going to repaint some of these in silver. So I'm going to try something new out on these panels. It's something that a YouTuber that I follow does, and it's a channel called kitbashing. So he's got some awesome videos where he makes stuff. I'll leave a little link in the description so you can go and check him out. So basically I'm painting red on the panels, but not going up to the edge. And then once that's done, just go over it with a wash. And I think this effect looks great, because normally I'd paint the whole thing in red first and then try and scratch up the edges, which never looks good. But this effect is nice and simple and works really well. So thanks for that, scratch bashing. And then I'm just adding a rust wash to all the copper parts. And then I'm just going over some of the edges with some dry brushing with a little bit of silver. And then one last thing to add, and that's this checkerboard look, which again I've seen on pretty much all Ork terrains that I've looked at. And there we go, it's all done, guys. So I'm pretty pleased with how it's turned out for my first terrain, and I'm sure I'll be making plenty more of these kind of things. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and leave some comments below. Let me know what you thought of this video and what you might want to see me do in the future. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell just so you get informed of when my videos come out. If you are able, guys, it'd be great if you could share this on Twitter, your Facebook page or Facebook group, Discord and Reddit. That'd be awesome. Here's another video you can click on to see more of what I do. Okay guys, that's it. Bye for now.